Hey, it's Biddy Penny. Welcome back to my channel. So today I have a Dollar Tree haul for you guys. It's been a little while since we've done a Dollar Tree video, so I got a lovely letter from Eileen, and in her letter she shared all kinds of just greatness with me. But she said she really enjoyed watching my Dollar Tree hauls because that's where she likes to buy a lot of her craft and card making supplies now. So I thought, yeah, let me do that. So these are some of the items that I picked up. Now, obviously, if you have these, you don't have to go to the Dollar Tree to buy them. You may have books in your stash, like poetry books or quote books. You may already have lots of stickers. You might already have gift wrap. So, no need to rush out and buy these things from the Dollar Tree, even if they're just $1, if you already have them. But hopefully you'll just get some inspiration from me today and enjoy the way that I use these products. So I did pick these up. These were brand new as far as this is the first time I've seen them. They're like a pokey tool and a scoring tool. You get two. And I got a bag of seashells because I can almost never resist a bag of seashells. By the way, that pink glitter glue I showed you guys right there, I tested it out. I will not be using that. That's going on to my daughter. These little tins, I'm going to turn into a mini album. So here we are. We're going to do 5 cards and a mini album. I wanted to show you guys this book, Helen at Crafty Mama Diaries. It turned me on to this book. I had never even heard of it before, and I'm enjoying having it in my stash. So the first thing I wanted to do with you guys today is maybe you watch a lot of card making videos and people are always using sketches. Well, I wanted to do a sketch, but with, gift wrap instead of patterned paper packs. So I just want to show you that, just because maybe you don't have the latest and greatest paper packs doesn't mean you can't follow card sketches and do fun things with what you do have. In my last Dollar Tree video, I'm pretty sure it was one of my last ones I did, I even used gift bags for my patterned paper. So, anything you can come up with will likely work. So I picked 3 coordinating paper rolls that I thought went well together. And I really liked this iridescent purple one that was really pretty. I wasn't sure what I was getting. I wasn't sure if it was going to be like translucent and clear, like an acetate kind of cling wrap paper, or if it was going to be paper, but it is paper. So here I turned my sketch on the side, and then I'm bringing in these stickers. Now I knew that red truck was not going to go with the paper choices I made today, but enough of the stickers would. So I just choose a few stickers and kind of arrange them here. On this card, I just stuck the sticker down. But on my other cards today, for the most part, I think if I'm going to use a sticker, I put it on like a thick cardstock and then fussy cut it out. But for this one, I just chose to stick them right down. And so yeah, just play around and have fun. You can source things from thrift stores. People might, when I started card making, it's funny how many people came out of the woodwork and were giving me cardstock and things that they're like, I found this in my house, or I found this at a yard sale or wherever, and they're like, I thought of you. I thought you might want it for your cards. And I've always been so flattered by that. Just that they think of me and they think of my hobby and they collect things for me. It's always such an honor to receive those gifts. So here I used some Dollar Tree ribbon, and then I'm showing you that I always buy my squares from the Dollar Tree, but I did notice the last time I was there that they had rolls of this foam tape. Well, it might not be this foam tape, but of foam tape. And I think you get 2 or 3 rolls for $1. So it is available there. I know it can be frustrating, like you see people haul things from the Dollar Tree and then you can't find it in your neck of the woods. I know how frustrating that can be, but again, that's why this is just an inspiration. I'm sure you guys already have stickers and paper and all the things, but maybe this will just help you be inspired to use it. All right, so here I had grabbed these couple of quote books, and I thought these were fantastic because if you don't have a lot of sentiment stamps, or maybe you want to do the insides of your cards or put them on the outside like I'm going to do, I thought this was a great book. I really liked that some sentiments were white and then some had this design behind them. I also picked up this book, which again is like a quote book, and I just liked all the different colored backgrounds and some of the quotes that were in there. So, use whatever you have. Now for this one, I just cut it down to cover my card base. This is a super simple card. I really liked the tree as it was. I loved the quote, and I'm just going to tape this down. Now this paper is thin. I mean, these books are $1, so you get what you pay for, right? So it's thin paper. I would not use a wet glue with it, but using a tape adhesive worked really nicely. And I would just smooth it down and work with it so you don't get wrinkles or creases. But it worked just fine. Again, I'm going to bring in the same ribbon. And add some trim. Now I'm trying out this metallic marker. I just bought one of them, the gold one. I think they had silver and maybe one other color. Showing you what that looks like. So I really like this gold metallic pen a lot. I think it was one of my favorite things that I hauled that day. It's super cool. So now I'm just putting the ribbon down, and then I'm going to bring in some sequins from my stash and add some bling, and this card will be done. The great thing about card making is that you can be so simple. You can just simply put pretty paper down, add a bow, add some sequins, and you can have a gorgeous card. You really don't have to overcomplicate it if you don't want to, if that's not in your wheelhouse yet, if you've just begun card making. Clean and beautiful cards can be made with a simple, just beautiful sheet of paper. Always keep that in mind. Okay, so for this one, I'm just cutting it down, and I loved this sentiment, and I think it really goes to what I'm trying to say. Like, if we don't think about so many rules and don't try to cage our creativity to doing what someone else is doing, like just play, just have fun. I think it's so freeing. Like, I always like limiting my supply, using a Dollar Tree haul, something like that, because it pushes me outside of a box. I think when you have all the things and then you watch and see how other people use all the things, it's easy to get kind of trapped in the idea that that's how those are supposed to be used, instead of getting them and seeing ways outside of how everyone else is using them. I know I can get caught in that trap sometimes, but it's really freeing to kind of limit my supplies or use supplies that aren't traditional card making supplies that you see other people using so frequently, and see what you can come up with. So I really loved this quote, and I like this card. I think it has a very masculine, like unisex feel. Like, if this, You know, you could give this to a man or a woman, and I really think it turned out well. And it is just a cropped sentiment from that quote book, and I drew some stripes, rough hand-drawn stripes on the back of that cardstock. Super simple stuff. Now for this one, that card front is done. I did do the inside of the card, but y'all see that at the end of the video. This video is already super long. I'm sorry, guys. All right. I fell in love with this fabric. I was so excited to find some fabric at the Dollar Tree. I mean, this is a good amount of fabric for $1, I think. And I love these 3 patterns. I think those bunnies would be so cute for like teacher and back to school cards. And I just loved this gingham. It's so bright and beautiful. And I knew it would go with both of the other patterns. So yeah, excited about this. So I'm just kind of using this pokey tool, which I totally love, and am fraying out the edges. So all 4 edges are frayed. And now I'm going to bring back this stamp or sticker set. And this is one of the cards where I'm going to take these stickers. I'm going to do the hearts in 3 different sizes. And I'm just going to stick them here on this scrap piece of paper. You guys might look at this piece of paper and say, Biddy Penny, are you kidding me? You kept that thing? This is like the real thick, high GSM cardstock. And I just, you know, I keep it for moments like this. Because I know I'll use it, and it's super thick and sturdy. And so now it's really going to help me reinforce these hearts. And I just fussy cut these out because I want to pop these up. Okay, I'm bringing in my scoreboard, and I'm just going to use this to make lines. Now, I wanted to show y'all this. This tool is not high quality by any stretch of the imagination. Like, that's a really rough edge, but just using the corner of it, I was able to do the scoring. And I really just like the pokey tool. Now, I would not let my kids anywhere near this tool. It is super sharp. So keep it tucked away if you have littles anywhere around, because it's bright pink and they might be like, ooh, what's that? And poke their finger and cry. So keep it put away. And now I'm bringing in this foam tape, and I'm going to pop up this. So I'm kind of making a banner here. And then I'm going to place the hearts on top of it. And I really like this card. It's very clean and simple. I love the texture of the fabric. And it's just sweet. So I did go ahead and pop up these hearts with foam tape too. So yeah, about that pink glue, you guys, I used it on an image that was colored just to see what it would do. And it totally pushed all the ink through the back of the paper. I kicked it out of my craft room. It does not like stickles. Not at all. I do not recommend it for like colored images. You might be able to find it for a craft where you're not using colored images and it would work okay, but I just gave it to my daughter and it's not allowed in my craft room anymore. But you don't know until you try. So, and she was really excited to get some pink glitter glue. So it all worked out in the end, but I did want to give you that kind of heads up that I tested it and it was a fail. So here I did score this paper just with a few lines, and then I came in with this metallic marker that I do love and just kind of drew some X's and O's and wrote the word love. So now I have a love card. This will go on the inside here. And I think this is Definitely my favorite card. I didn't love how that fabric flipped up on me, so I did go ahead and reinforce it down at the bottom with this strip of double-sided tape. And the pokey tool is very effective. It's very sharp and pointy, like a needle, but it's effective. All right, so I couldn't stop there with the fabric. So I had to cut out one of these sloths. They are so, so cute. I really hope the Dollar Tree keeps bringing the fabric. It would be so fun if they bring like the seasons. So like if they came out with like a Christmas fabric and Halloween. Ooh, I bet that would be so fun. I would definitely give in to purchases like that, I'm sure. I don't have seasonal fabric in my stash. So yeah, I would totally give in. I know me. All right, so I'm bringing back my pokey tool, doing the same thing, fraying out the edges. And then this little sloth is going to be my focal point of my card. I did tear some sheets and just these strips of that gift wrap. So I'm going to kind of put him on there like that's the kind of tree or log he's hanging on to. And then I brought in this metallic marker again, just to put kind of polka dots all over the background and give the card a bit more interest. I think it's kind of fun that the paper is brown with white polka dots for the part that I tore and added to the card. And then the background is white with metallic gold polka dots. So it kind of all goes together. I used double-sided tape and taped that down. And now this is my card front that I'll attach to a base, but I also brought in the stamp set I had. And this stamp says, "Want to hang out?" I feel like as things are opening up, these cards are totally appropriate. Definitely time to hang out with some people again in person. So I did also make myself an insert for this card with the little girl hanging out on the tree branch. I don't know if I love these two together, but it doesn't really matter now because they are together. But at least it gives you some ideas. And again, just play and have fun. I added some gold polka dots to this one as well, just to tie the front and the inside together. Okay, that was my last card, you guys. This is going to be a little mini album. So I had seen someone make a mini album with a mini embroidery hoop, and I was like, ooh, that's pretty cool. Well, then when I was at the Dollar Tree, I saw these tins, and I was like, I bet I can make a mini album out of that. And I get 2 for $1. So I went to my stash and grabbed this paper. I thought it went well with the stickers that I had purchased that day. And honestly, I've had this paper for a year or two and I've loved it, but I haven't used it. So it was time to tear into it. And this is from First Edition. I really like this company's paper pads. I think I have 2. And I really, really like them because they do like iridescent, and they'll do like a canvas or texture and double-sided and all in one pack. It's really cool. And I like their designs. If you ever see them like at Joann's on sale or something, I definitely recommend it. It's a great paper. Nice and heavy, well-made paper. So as y'all can see, I just used a pencil and traced around my 10 to get the size. So you could do that for the inside, outside, whatever you want. I went to my stash and grabbed a die that would fit inside. And so I used that die to cut out a decoration for the front of the tin. And then I used that same die to cut out all my pages to go inside the tin. And then this piece that I traced with the flamingos is going to go inside as well. Okay, so now I'm taking out, these are going to be the pages of my mini album, and I'm just going to kind of lay them out to get them in an order that I want. And then I'm going to bring in this Dollar Tree ribbon that I love so much. This one's mint, and I'm going to cut it off. One end is going to be longer than the other. So one of your ends is a pull tab, and the other one, the longer one, is the one that you insert into the base of the tin. You'll see what I'm talking about. Now I stitched mine. I just took and put a straight stitch all the way through it. If you do not sew paper, I understand. You could do this with glue. You don't have to sew. You might want to cut out like 2 pieces, a front and a back, and glue the ribbon between. Or use double-sided tape would be really effective, or both. You could totally do that. I did take a smaller die from that same set and cut out some centers just to add some interest and variation in color. And here is the construction. It's really quite simple. So once you have this together, I had measured the length here so that my page, this would stick down to the base, and see how my page is just over that lip of my first page. That's kind of exactly where I wanted it to fall, so that when it's all the way open, it's propped up nicely there on the lip of the tin. So that was very strategic in placing it there. You might think of that when you're putting yours together. And then I just sealed it down with double-sided tape under the ribbon, over the ribbon. And now I'm putting my little book in just to see how it all fits, and it fits really nicely. And that other end I like sticking out like a pull tab. Okay, so this is the paper pad that I was looking at when I was finding paper to go with it. This is a sticker sheet. That's what I meant, that I matched my paper to. And I'm going to use this to decorate this little mini album. So I already know that some of you are going to be wondering, Betty Penny, what would I do with this little mini album that's 3 by 3 or a 3-inch diameter? You could put places you've gone this summer. So if you've gone to the beach and you went to get ice cream with your best friend, and you could just write it on a little sheet of paper and decorate each one with summer memories, like a capsule journal, if you will, of your summer for 2021. Some highlights. You could print little bitty pictures. You could put your favorite stickers, or you could give it to someone, which is what I did. This is in the mail going to one of my crafty friends, and I figured she would have lots of fun decorating it with her summer memories. And you could just put little bits and bobs that you've collected over the summer, maybe a ticket to somewhere. Yeah, the sky's the limit. Just because it's a mini journal doesn't mean it can't have a lasting impact, because I think they can. So I try to use up most of the icons from that sticker pack that I had gotten from the Dollar Tree. And so I'm just trying to use all the ones that will fit in this little album. I definitely recommend giving these a try. It was so quick to put together, really was, and lots of fun. And I think you guys know by now, I like recording memories and in unconventional ways. My friend Mary from Craft Roulette, she started an ice cream journal for all the kinds of ice cream she's going to eat this summer. So, you can record anything you want. I hope you guys are inspired after spending all your time with me today. I hope you enjoyed seeing these projects, and maybe you have some of this stuff in your stash and now you're ready to go use it, or the next time you're at the Dollar Tree, you might look for those tins if you want to make a mini album. I think that these projects are lovely, and I just don't think that someone's going to get this and be like, I bet they made that with Dollar Tree stuff. I don't think they're going to look at this card and think it came from the Dollar Tree. So thanks so much for hanging out with me today. I have some more fun videos coming out for you guys this week. Lots and lots of stuff. In fact, yeah, my schedule's a little off this week, but I've got a lot of goodies for you. So I hope you guys will enjoy it. And here's the little mini album as far as how much I completed. And then my friend will get to make it her own, and she'll get to put in all the things that she wants to record about her summer. And honestly, to ship this, I shipped two. I shipped her the one I made and then a completely empty tin, and it was like $3. So not a bad deal and a great gift. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.